Hello YouTube. Well, here we are with another video. As you can see here, I'm just shaping the heel of the blade in the ricasso area, trying to get the dimensions I needed for what I wanted to do with this handle. We got everything sped up because grinding is boring. Here I'm doing the back part of the spine, or the top of the spine, because I need a little bit of a dip in it so the handle doesn't stand about half an inch above the actual spine itself. I didn't really measure any of this, I just kind of dead reckoned it. I had a knife, the handle I was trying to copy, and laid it up against, made some marks, and just tried to get it pretty close. So this is me grinding pre-heat treat. I've made a modification to my jig because I could never find, once I started grinding into the blade, whenever I tried to find or recreate the angle, or actually, change the angle so I could actually start getting, just following my grind lines and everything like that. When you grind into the blade, that changes the angle. And this is a heat treat. I just threw this in here for continuity's sake. And yes, the blade is still hot even after it's been quenched, as I find out right here. Warm. Yep, it's warm. Quick test etch after heat treat. This is probably about a 320 grit finish. So I'm hoping things are a lot more crisp. But it looks really neat. Timber Tiger Forge did this billet. Alright, so what I'm trying to show you here are my scribe lines to where I have to go to make the tang fit inside the handle and everything work. This was about 3/16, I think, off everything. And here I am with a small little attachment, just trying not to mess things up at this point. It's nice having lines as a reference because it's harder to mess things up. And this is going to be the center of my handle. This is bog oak, and it's just got such a neat character to it. If you've ever worked with it, you'll understand what I'm saying. Understand what I'm going to tell you is whenever you grind it, cut it, or something like that, if it's real bog oak, you smell swamp. It's actually really cool. But something sits in mineral rich water for however long, hundreds of years, it's probably going to smell a little bit when you put some heat to it. Just trying not to cut my fingers off. Alright, so I have traced the shape of the handle out onto the bog oak. I'm going to put the tang in there. And trace my cutout for the tang. More work on the tank, trying to get it where it needs to be. Noticed when I was doing this, down towards the back side of the tank, I was hardly throwing any sparks at all. Get up towards the Ricasso and get a light show. And for the life of me, I don't know why. On the back side, I was getting sparks all the way through it. But even if it's mild still or whatever, it doesn't really matter at this point because, everything from the cutting edge is all high carbon. So this is my second use of a jeweler saw. They're actually a pretty neat tool. This one didn't want to stay straight on me. Kept wandering over into my lines. And this here I just kind of start taking pieces out so I can try to follow the lines a little bit better. And pretty soon here I break. I get down to the bottom here. I go over. I try and fish the blade out and it snaps. Finally figure out how to get that changed out. Yep, block the camera with your fat hand. There you go. Really concerned as I was cutting this because as you can see it was moving quite a bit, and the last thing you want to have happen at that point is something to snap off on you. Cleaning it up, trying to make room for the tang to fit in. I think a little bit after this, I figured out I can, I still have the small wheel attachment and everything set up on the grinder. I can just go over there and touch it on the grinder and run a lot faster than trying to file it. Because this wood this bog oaks really are. The other wood that I put on either side of it, I believe is birch. It actually files really nice. Sand's really nice. Just want to get all the rough spots out for the glue up, so I don't really have a lot of problems getting the tang in, set back in there after glue up. Alright, and here basically I'm trying to explain, so I just got a metal ruler, and what I do is I put masking tape on both sides, on what I'm actually trying to sand and on the ruler, and I super glue them together, so that way nothing really comes flying off. All I'm doing here is I'm just trying to thin this out so it's the same thickness as the blade is. On the grinder itself, you can still see remnants of the pink sawdust from the outer scales. Definitely the messiest wood I've ever worked with. It's there's pink sawdust all over the shop. Yep, you did good. So what I do to try and figure out my thickness is put the blade inside of it, and I take that white marker to my right there. As you can see, right inside the opening, there's a white mark, so I just trace inside there, and it gives me a pretty good approximation of my thickness. This is the side that had the I'm sanding is the one that had that I taped, so I just wanted to make sure it was nice and flat. And here's the glue up. I saved sawdust from bog oak. The only thing that eventful happened here is I got a little bit anxious with the glue and glued in the spot where my tang was going to go, so I kind of had to scrape that out. Squaring everything up, making sure that where I need it to be. Right there is pretty much the end of this video.